Hello, sir.
Hello,
Hello, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Can you open your camera, please?
Yes, sir. So, can you see me?
Not yet.
Sir, open my camera, sir. Sir, is it okay now, sir?
Not, not yet. Not yet. Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, where are you from?
Sir, I'm from Bangladesh.
In which city?
So, my city is Noakhali, whose division is Chittagong.
Okay. So first, can you introduce by yourself?
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about myself. Sir, my name is Mahad Islam, and I'm from Bangladesh. So, I have graduated from National University of Bangladesh, and I've been working as a safety officer for several years in Bangladesh, mainly in safety role. So I have worked on projects like Magna Group of Industry, Partex Pulp and Paper Mill Limited, as a safety officer in Bangladesh with standard role with IOSH and OSHA, which are really crucial for safety. And in those jobs, I ensured workers followed safety rules, checked for hazards, trained them to work safely, and I can communicate with workers in Hindi, English, Bangla fluently. Thank you, sir.
Okay. As you mentioned that you have experience 7 years, right?
No, sir. I have several years. I saved several years.
How many years do you have experience in this field?
So it's 5 years.
Okay, 5 years. Okay, when did you complete your graduation?
So I have completed my graduations in 2022. I
Okay,
mean 2022.
okay. When you started in this career as a safety officer, from in which year?
So, so I started my career in 2019. My father is a safety officer, and he inspired me to be a safety officer. And I started with a little, I mean, small construction site
Okay.
with safety.
So, so at the same time, how you manage these things? You study or as well as you work in a company?
Yes, yes, sir. I managed everything.
Okay. When did you complete your OSHA course? OSHA and IOS. You have OSHA and IOS, right?
Yes, sir.
In which
So I
years?
have completed this is in 2021.
Okay, 2021. You have OSHA, IOS, anything else?
No, sir, just OSHA and IOSH.
So, what did you learn in your OSHA course?
So, sir, OSHA is a 13 hours safety training program which is designed for designated for supervisors and workers to make workplace safe. And OSHA course covers topic like fall protection, how to handle dangerous materials, electrical system. So by completing it, I ensure that workplace is safe and I, everything follows OSHA standards by with my command, and I make workplace safety.
Okay. Do you know about GSA?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, tell me about GSA. What is GSA? And what is the step of GSA? How many step of GSA?
Okay, sir. Well, sir, JSC is job safety analysis. It's a process of breaking the jobs into sequence of steps, then defining the jobs and identify potential hazards and get safe precautions to mitigate them. So steps of JS starts with identify the jobs to be analyzed, then break the jobs into sequence of steps, then oh sorry sir, identify the jobs into sequence of steps, then identify hazards, implement measures to overcome those hazards. There are four steps of JSSR.
Okay. If I would ask that please make a GSA. How will make a GSA? Like assume that our activity is scaffolding or cutting, grinding, whatever you can choose. You can make a GSA. Can you make a GSA? Like just tell me two
Yes,
or
sir.
three. Mhm. For
Sir,
example,
first I have to choose.
okay. For
First, sir,
example,
first I have to choose.
scaffolding. Okay,
Okay,
activity is scaffolding erection. Okay, now you make a JSA.
okay, sir. Sir, yes, yeah, scaffolding has many hazards, such as falling hazards, collapse hazards. So collapse hazard is the greatest hazard of scaffolding. So first, we have to select the part of where to be analyzed. Then we have to break the scaffolding mitigation parts to into steps. Like we have to use double lanyard, 100% ties up policy, and we have to use lifeline in case of any assembling or dismantling scaffolding or work at height. Then we have to identify the hazards and we have to overcome with, as I mentioned, we use lanyard, lifeline, or 100% ties up policy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, my question was that just prepare a GSA, like for example, scaffolding, that uh, scaffolding erection. Okay, scaffolding erections. So hazard, first you identify hazard and then recommendation like precaution. It's enough. Activity, hazard, and precaution. Okay, like activity is scaffolding erection. Okay, hazard, as you mentioned, that falling object. Okay, this is a hazard. So this is
Yes.
two step. Okay, the third step is precaution. What you will do to prevent this falling object. So you can make a two boat proper guardrail. Yeah, this is a precaution. Okay, so step of
Precautions.
job,
Yes, sir.
hazard, and precaution. Okay. Okay, it's okay.
Yes.
What is risk assessment?
So risk assessment is identifying, analyzing, and evaluating risks, then mitigate them at workplace to make sure workplace is safety.
Okay, it seems like JSA and risk assessment are same. So what is the difference between JSA and risk assessment?
So, sir, risk assessment covers our tasks and it's project wide. It covers basically whole project's risks. And on the other side, JSA is, you know, it's a simple risk assess of
Hmm.
anything, like it's the jobs to be analyzed and step by step and defining the safe precautions with potential hazards. So,
Okay,
so the difference between.
it mean JSA is only for a specific job and risk assessment for whole job, right?
Also, right. And sir, risk assessment takes more time. On the other hand, JSA takes less times than risk assessment.
Okay, yeah, risk assessments for whole activity, right? And
Yeah, correct.
JSA is for only a specific like one or two activity. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Uh, do you have any idea ERP, emergency response plan?
Sir, if anyone is in danger, then ERT must be there. Like if there anyone is stuck in confined space, like they are injured in confined space, then I mean the attendant should call ERT teams like emergency response team, and they have to evacuate the workers with safety tools like
Yeah. Okay.
you
You
know
know,
lanyards.
yeah, okay. I'm asking about emergency response plan. Same like risk assessment. It is the documents. Okay. You know about HIP, Hazard
No sir,
Identification Plan.
no sir.
Okay. How about rescue plan?
Sorry sir.
Have you heard about rescue plan? Confined space
Yes,
rescue plan, entry plan.
sorry sir.
Yeah, it's okay. If you don't know, just say okay, sir. I don't know. Okay. The okay. We have many topic. We have many topic like excavation, confined space, lifting, or
Yes, sir.
scaffolding. So what do you think? Which topic you have good grip? Which topic you can talk about more?
Sir, ask me anything, whatever you want, sir. I will answer. I'll try to answer.
Okay, okay, okay. First topic about lifting. Okay, what do you know about lifting?
Sir, lifting is the process of moving materials or equipment one place to another place, and that's called lifting. And it has two types. One is manual lifting, another is mechanical lifting.
Okay, so okay, first go with manual lifting. Okay, manual lifting or manual handling. So, for example, a person he want to lift a weight. So, what is your precaution you will advise how he will lift the load? Do you know for manual handling, manual lift? For example, you want to lift scaffolding material or plank, whatever. So, as a safety officer, what you will recommend him to do safely the manual handling?
Well, sir, first he need to he has to maintain. Sorry, sir.
Hmm.
Sorry, sir. Someone is calling me.
Yeah, just cut it, no problem.
So first, in manual lifting, a person should maintain 20 kg, minimum 20 kg lift.
Hmm.
And if it exceeded, then a human cannot, lift it. So first, he need to do this. He need to maintain the 20 kg lifting. Then he have to make sure that the lifting materials has no hazards, such as something is really sharp thing. It's not. He have to make sure that it have no hazards.
Okay. Anything else?
Then he have to ties the equipment in case of any hazards like slipping from his hand, and that's the thing. That's the precautions he need to take before lifting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. But if someone want to lift any weight, yeah, it should be less than 20 kg. He first think about the about first he come to there and think, yeah, this is the weight, and then first he will he will hold the material and with good grip, and then he will stand and move slowly, and and first he will put the weight, and then he will arrange the weight. Okay, and
Yes, sir.
yeah, it should also he should make sure that his weight should be with the two legs, not one is back. Okay. Okay. The next question about the lifting. What is mechanical lifting?
So anything is carried by machine is called mechanical lifting.
Okay. Okay. What is the safety requirement for lifting activity?
Well, sir, should I elaborate with the proper planning, sir? First, we
Yes,
need
yes,
proper
step
planning.
by step. You should go
Okay,
step
sir.
by step.
Okay, sir. First, we need to inspect the area and the ground stability. And if the ground is not stable, we have to make sure that ground is stable. We have to stable the ground, and we have to use large pad under the outrigger beam, and it stable the crane. Big, but if it's not, if the ground is unstable, the crane can tip over, which is extremely dangerous. Then we have to preparing a lifting plan. So rigger level 1 and supervisor are the planner. So lifting includes the weight of the lifting, the boom angle of the crane capacity of the load, and how much load we lifting, what types of lifting or material things we will lift, the type of sling belt we will use, and how we will lift the load, such as basket hitch, choker hitch, or vertical hitch. Then we have to equipment inspection. The crane operator do a 360 degrees check of the crane and fill out the checklist. The rigger should check all the lifting gear like shackles and base sling or belt. Hook also fills out checklist. And if anything is defective, we can proceed the work until it's fixed. Then we have to check the crane device, safety device. So before lifting, we have to make sure that crane safety device has anti-2 block system, load moment indicator, anemometer, proximity warning alarm system. So anti-2 block system prevents the collision between boom tip and crane's hooks, and the load moment indicators, which tells us if the crane is overloaded or not. The anemometer tells us about wind speed, which is determined at 32 kilometer per hour, 25 mile per hour. This should not
Yeah,
be
it's okay.
exceeded.
It's okay. Okay. Yeah, our colleagues, Mr. Umar Shah, he will ask regarding lifting. Okay, please answer him, and then I will ask about exhibition later. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me regarding the tagline length? What is the length of the tagline?
So tagline in scaffolding or something else?
No, scaffolding lifting.
Lifting, sir. Sir, I can remember the tagline's length. Sorry, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, while lifting, what are the safety precautions? Main safety precaution, not the basic one. Tell me those.
So main safety precautions is we have to stable the ground, because if it's unstable, the crane boom can tip over. I mean, the crane can tip over.
Hmm.
Then the weight is the safe precaution. If it exceeded 75%, it's critical lifting. We cannot exceed 75%. Under 75% is safe lifting,
Hmm.
and that is safety precautions. Then we have to maintain wind speed. Wind speed can make potential hazards or like extreme hazards. So you have to maintain those things, sir.
So, do you know the criteria of because in mostly the cranes they show meter per second. So, do you know the conversion rate? How to convert it into kilometer per hour?
Sorry, sir.
In cranes, mostly the cranes. Okay, hold on. I have a call. Hello, hold on.
Hello,
Hello, अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
sir. Could you please repeat the question, sir?
हाँ किधर हो क्या हुआ है?
I'm sorry, sir.
हाँ मैं इधर गया काम है, मुझे क्या हुआ?
Just wait 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
हाँ I was asking you, like, cranes. In cranes, there is a measuring instrument in which they show the wind speed. Okay, in a nanometer, you told us. So it shows
Okay.
in basically in meter per second. Okay, so how would you convert it into kilometer per hour?
Sorry, sir. I don't understand the question, sir.
For example, 9 kilometer per hour, 9 meter per
Yes, sir.
second. 9 meter per second is the speed of wind. Okay, so how
Yes.
will you convert it into kilometer per hour?
Sorry, sir. I don't know the procedure, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay, so there is another thing regarding the uh, overweight, where when the lifting is going on, there is additional weight added up. Do you know about that?
Additional, sorry, sir.
Additional
Additional what?
weights, additional weight is added on the crane. Do you know about that? To maintain the the lifting.
I forget
No
it.
problem, be easy.
Sir, it's the two taglines. It's guide rope. It should be two taglines, sir. Am I right, sir?
No, I'm talking
Sorry, sir.
about the weight. Weight is added actually on the crane. If the load is more than the crane, weight, then the more weight is added on the crane, so that it could be maintained, so that crane could not fall. Do you understand? So tell me about critical lifting. What are the critical lifting actually?
Okay, sir. So critical lifting is any kind of lifting that is 40 tons or legal is critical lifting. Neck lifting is critical lifting. Tandem and tailing lifting is critical lifting. And any live existing overhead is critical lifting, such as gas line, electrical line, pipelines. Or if the crane capacity exceeds 75% capacity, then you can call it critical lifting.
Okay. Can you tell me about counterweight? What is counterweight in crane lifting?
Sorry, sir.
कोई बात नहीं, वैसे बताओ. Okay, no problem. So, critical lifting does at roadside and populated area also involves critical lifting or not?
So it's called critical lifting. Also, it's considered as critical lifting.
So, for example, it is a green area. What do you consider that in critical lifting, in which in a green field you are working and lifting is going on? Okay, so what are the factors that you would see, and you will put it into critical lifting?
I don't understand the question, sir. Could you please repeat the question, sir? Sorry, sir.
Okay, no problem. So tell me, how would you check the documentation of the riggers? How would you verify the rigger that he's competent or not?
Sorry, sir.
How would you verify the rigger that he's competent or not?
Sir, I have to verify the weight of the lifting measurements. Like if it's 40 tons plus, then I have to
No, I'm
you
talking
know
about rigger,
rigor.
not the lifting. I'm talking about verification, certification of rigger. How will you verify he's a competent person for lifting?
I'm
What
so
is
sorry,
rigger?
sir.
Who is rigger?
So, sir, rigger is who is directing the crane in the ground. He's placed in the ground and he direction. He gives a direction to the crane operator. And should I, sir, tell the rigger level, sir?
No need for that. I know you know that, but how would you verify that he's a rigger, verified rigger or not? How will you check him?
Sir, I will check him. His direction is good or not. If he directs the crane operator perfectly, then I can verify that he is a good rigger.
Okay, so you don't need you don't want to check his card, verification TV card, Aramco certified card. You don't have that things with the rigor. What do you say? They do have or not?
Sir, in theoretically, I must check this before work. I have to check
So
his
that's I am
documentation.
asking you that you need to check the rigor. There is TUV card and his card from Aramco. He is certified or not. If he is not from Aramco, they do have the TUV card. So you can check from there that he's a rigger 3, rigger 2, rigger 1 and authorized from the proper organization or not. So you are
Yes, sir.
talking here and there but not talking to the point.
Sorry, sir. I'm
No
sorry.
problem. Okay. Can you also elaborate the hold on. Okay. So actually we are preparing you so that you could perform well in Worley interview, so that we are trying our best so that complete the question so that you could improve. So do you know about diamond hazards?
Sir, what did you say, sir? I'm sorry.
Diamond hazards. What are diamond hazards?
Sir, diamond hazards. Diamond hazards are like, sir, I remember it. Sir, there are four type of diamond hazards: health hazard,
Hmm.
uh, health hazard blue diamond, fire hazard red diamond, reactivity yellow diamond, and a specific hazard white diamond.
Okay. So did Mr. Ghazi ask you regarding the scaffolding?
No, sir.
Okay. So can you tell me the scaffolding components from top to bottom, bottom to
Yes,
top?
sir. Okay, sir. So scaffolding components bottom to tops are starts with sole board, base plate, kicker lift or base lift, post stander, runner or ledger, coupler, longitudinal bracing, transverse bracing, transom or bearer, ladder, scaffolding planks, toe board, top rail, mid rail, drop bar, false upright, at inspection time.
Okay, so what is the length between the mid rail and the top rail? Distance between the mid rail and top rail.
Sir, they should be 42 inches. Sorry, sir, they should be 38 inches to 45 inches.
Okay, and what is requirement for the ladder? How much the ladder is extended from the scaffolding platform?
Sorry, sir, I don't know, sir.
Did you understand my question or you don't know?
Sir, I understand your question, but I don't know, sir.
It's 1 meter. Okay, 3 foot, 1 meter for your information. Okay, do you understand that? It's 1 meter.
It's 1 meter, sir. Okay.
So can you also tell me about the the pinch point in scaffolding?
Yes, sir. So, sir, pinch point is the connection point where post standard transom runner is connected. Also, the longitudinal bracing is connected, but longitudinal bracing is connected under and above the node point, which should be 300 or 12 inches, and that is called pinch point. So, did you ask me node point or pinch point, sir? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
sir.
I asked you pinch point.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'm extremely sorry, sir. So the pinch point is any area where a human parts such as a finger, hand, or legs can be caught between two moving objects or moving objects and a stationary one, and it causes human injury such as crushing hands or legs and squeezing if it's not guarded or controlled.
Okay, perfect. Hold on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. New Jersey. Come on, join. Okay, it's good. Where have you been working recently? Are you in Saudi Arabia or in your home country? Where you belong from?
So I'm from Bangladesh. I have worked in my Bangladesh construction area.
Okay, so right now you are in Saudi Arabia or Bangladesh?
So I'm in Bangladesh right now, sir.
Bangladesh. So
Yes, sir.
our company does not provide us, the visa and ticket. How are you gonna manage it?
So my father will be manager. He is a safety officer in your company, sir, Madan company.
Okay, he's a direct employed.
Sorry, sir.
He's direct employed with Madin or another company.
Sir, it's Madan, sir.
Like directly company working with Madin, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect, perfect. I got it. So we are also working with Madin, as Mr. Ghazi told you maybe that we are working with
Yes.
Madin and Worley. Worley is our client, and further on there is Madin on the top of it. EPCM we call it. Okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
uh, so can you tell me about excavation as well? What is excavation and what are the types and what are the safety precautions and the hazards?
Well, sir. Sir, first, should I say what is excavation, sir?
Yeah, tell me about excavation. What is excavation? What are the types and what are the safety precautions and hazards regarding that?
Okay, sir. So, sir, excavation is digging surface of the ground to create construction site or other purposes. This process is conducted with machinery, heavy machinery such as excavator, bulldozer, or backhoes. And excavation is essential in various construction activities such as trenching for utilities, extracting resources from the ground such as gold, phosphate, aluminum, oil, or gas. So requirements for excavation is starts with we have to conduct a site survey to identify soil type, groundwater conditions, and a nearby structure. We also have to check for underground utilities. Then we
Okay.
then we have to obtain permits and approval. Then we have to give a risk assessment of potential hazards such as cabins, flooding, falling materials. Then beside it, we have to develop safety precautions. And we have to clearly mark underground utilities using approved detection methods. We have to assign trained workers in excavations. Then we have to assign competent person to oversee excavation. We have to select equipment by appropriate machinery like excavator, shoring system, and we have to ensure they are in good condition. We have to provide barricades, warning tapes around the excavating area. We have to establish the emergency rescue plan, and we have to regular monitoring for excavation walls and protective system. We have to store excavated soil 2 feet away from the edge of the excavation to avoid collapse. And we have to record all activities, inspection, and incidents for future references.
Uh,
So the hazards.
can you tell me, in excavation, there is a flagman. What are his responsibility and what are his duties like? What he has to do while excavation is going on?
So, flagmans is to direct the equipment, the machinery, heavy machinery operator, and he is also responsible to make sure the workplace is safe. Also, like the workers didn't fall into the excavation area, and he has to make sure that the edge of the excavation is well enough, and there is no collapse.
Okay, and how much distance he should maintain from the equipment? How much far should
So
he?
the equipment should be 2 meter away from edge of the excavations.
No, the flagman. I'm talking about the flagman distance from the equipment.
Sir, it should be, sir, 6 feet away from the equipment.
6 feet away. Huh? 6
Yes,
feet
sir.
is too much less. Actually, in our PSHM standard, there is at least 20 meter.
20.
Okay, up to 50
Okay, sir.
meter.
Okay, sir.
20 to 50 meter. Okay, it's a long distance, but we have to follow the rules and regulation. Okay, so can you tell me, like, excavation is going on the site, and also the workers are working manually at the same area. So what precautions as a safety officer you are going to take? Did you hear me?
Yes, sir, I heard you, sir.
Like,
So
excavation is
there is,
going on your side, okay, and
yes,
machine
sir.
is working and equipment is going on, and at the same area, same place, worker are also using, shovels, and using some hammer, doing work near the equipment. So what safety precaution you are gonna take regarding this?
So first, I have to make sure that they're full, they wear proper PPE, because if they work at edge of excavation area, they can be fall into the excavation area, so they must be use proper PPE. Then I have to assign a flagman around them. I mean, flagman is responsible to check that if they fall into the excavations or not. Then um, I'm sorry, sir, I can remember the rest, sir.
Okay, let me tell you. For example, workers are working and excavation is going on. Okay, so you need to barricade the area first of all. Barricade
Okay.
outside and inside, and put signages,
Yes.
and assigned a flagman so that the equipment could not be closed. So that you could, if you put a barricade between them, between the workers and the equipment, it would be lot safe. What do you think about that? What do you say? That is it safe or not? Putting barricade
Sir,
between.
sir, it is safe
So
by putting barricade
So
around them,
that's
sir.
what I
Yes, sir.
was asking, that you should put barricade, put signages, assigned a flagman, okay? So they could be
Yes, sir.
separated. Simple. It's not that much, science. Okay. So do
Yes,
remember
sir.
that. First of all, whenever someone asks you regarding the excavation lifting, the main things are these signages and barrications. These are the first basic things that are required as a safety officer. You have to, complete it on site. Afterwards, you could take the further, precautions by checking equipment and equipments. So, do you know about POAS? What is POAS?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Sir, PAWAS is proximity warning alarm system.
Okay.
So, sir, it notifies or tells us about if any objects or any obstacles is nearby the crane equipment.
Okay. So, what are the equipment items used in POAS? Like, what are the components in POAS?
So they must be proximity detector sensor, and so that's it. Proximity detector sensor, sir.
No. POAS system consists of camera, okay, a screen, and a sensor, and also an alarm. These are the components which make POAS. So, if there is no camera, no sensor, how would it alarm it? Do you understand that? If the person come closer, he need to see in the camera. It alerts, it gives signals to the driver. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Do you know about JFCI?
JFCI. No, sir, I didn't read about JFCI, sir.
Okay, so can't you tell me the what it is full form? Nothing stand for
No, sir, I
JFC.
didn't. No,
Ground
sir, I didn't
fault
have about.
circuit interrupter. Okay, do also search about that. JFCI, ground fault circuit
Okay, sir.
interrupter. It is also used. So in excavation, what are the requirements you check for the driver?
Sir, sir, what, sir? I didn't understand, sir.
What are the requirements you check as a safety officer for the driver of the excavator?
Sir, drivers should not exceed their speed limit, but if they exceed their speed limit, they can be fall into the excavation area, and a flagman should direct their the road and provide and the driver should maintain the excavating area because he can fall into the excavation.
Okay, so what are the hazards for the excavation?
So, sir, for excavation, hazards are oxygen deficiency, and caving is the greatest hazard of excavation, fall of moving machinery near the edge of excavation. Then toxic gases like carbon monoxide, ammonia, hydrogen sulfide is hazards. Then fire hazards is also hazards in excavation. Then water accumulations like dewatering through water pump. I mean the flooding is hazards in excavation. There are biological hazards, and vehicle falling into pits is also hazards in excavation.
Okay, but you still forgot, main hazards are, you can say that slip and trip, fall of slope, or you can say like mechanical failure, oil leakage, diesel leakage, and these kind of are the main hazards in excavations. Fall of equipment, fall of material, fall of, the soil.
So,
Okay, so
okay.
what are the precautions you're gonna take regarding the excavation?
Sir, first I have to obtain excavation clearance certificate, and I have to use detector for underground utilities in case of unavailable drawings, and I have
Which
to
certificate?
excavation clearance certificate, sir.
Okay, I don't know about that, but we use pre-excavation checklist, excavation checklist. Okay, you have to first of all on the side you have to confirm that the excavation checklist is being filled out. Okay, after that you should also check the documentation regarding GSA method statement. Okay, and further on you can check the pre-excavation checklist, not what
Okay,
you are
sir.
saying that it is not here working. So you need to check the excavation and excavation pre-checklist. Afterwards you could allow him to work, and further on before that I told you that the first precautions you should say that it should be barricaded, put signages, put flagman. Further on the comes after.
Okay, sir.
So
So,
start again.
okay, sir. So first of all, we need to barricade the area, excavation area, because anyone can fall or any equipment can fall into the excavations. Then, if an excavation is deeper than 100 meters, then every 25 meters access will be provided for workers. And excavated soil should be placed in 2 feet away or 0.6 meter away from the edge of excavation. No mechanical excavation allowed within 2 meters for underground service. Equipment and other heavy objects must be kept away 2 meters away from edge of excavation, and gas tests should be
How much
conducted.
how much is not allowed excavation?
Sir, no mechanical excavation is allowed within 2 meters for
Why?
underground service.
Why? Like if we have to dig a hole for 4 meter, how will we do it? And why can't we do it? Like what's the reason? Where it is written? You are
So I
talking like too much, but talk to the point, okay? It's not the standard that you cannot do excavation under the more than 2 meter. Why we cannot do it? We can do it. You can say that if we have to check the underground utilities, underground wires, we have to check that. It's the hazards. It is the hazard. Okay. So we need to take
okay,
precaution regarding that. Not you can say that we cannot dig beneath the 2 meter. We can dig. We can dig until 5 meter, 10 meter, but it will it will include in confined space. We have permit for that also. We can work. Do you understand me?
yes, sir.
So kindly clear yourself. Don't make up things, okay, by yourself. Do read the CSM and also hold on. हाँ एक्सीबिशन है
Sir,
ना 2 मीटर तक 2 मीटर से ज़्यादा नहीं कर सकते मैं वही पूछ रहा हूँ क्यों नहीं कर सकते मैं इधर 4 मीटर करने की क्या करेंगे ठीक है कन्फर्म
तो ये साइफुल जो
थोड़ी
हमारा
वो बोल रहा
साइफुल
हूँ
का लड़का है
हाँ ठीक है बाकी
सीख
ठीक
रहा
है
है
हाँ सीख रहा है मैं उसको बताया भी है
जहाँ पे लगता है सिखा सकते हैं।
हाँ मैंने बताया okay so you understand me we can dig up to more than 2 meter but according to the confined space if we have confined space we can add up the permit and do the digging no problem so kindly do the read the CSM okay and other notes also so don't need to make up things just follow the basic things just say that underground utilities are the hazard overhead power lines are also the hazards fall of equipment fall of material and soil could be slopes should be made and benches shoring benches these are the precautions that we take so to the point
okay,
you
sir.
understand me
Understood, sir.
yeah and also you should remember that the flagman should be at least not you said it 3 feet 3 feet or 2 feet you said should be away
So I said 6 feet, sir.
6 feet 6 feet is not more 6 feet is like 2 meter I think so okay so we need at least according to standard we work here 20 minimum up to 50 meter okay
Okay, sir.
नहीं अभी रह गया ना कन्फाइंड स्पेस रह
वो
गया
भी
इसका
पूछा
फोल्डिंग रह गया
स्कैफोल्डिंग पूछा है उसको बोलना होता है उसको। अच्छा लेकिन आप ज़्यादा अच्छा पूछे मैंने कंपोनेंट्स पूछे बताए ऐसे मैंने बीच में उसमें डायमेंशन भी पूछी वो भी बताइए लेडर का पूछा लेडर
कन्फाइंड स्पेस पूछा नहीं
confined space पूछा okay can you tell me the confined space you I know you know the definition but we will go directly towards the hazards in confined space
Okay, sir.
what are the hazard in confined space
So, so the main hazards of confined space is oxygen deficiency or enrichment. Toxic or flammable gases is the main hazards in confined space. So other hazards are sleeping hazard, falling hazard, high temperature or high noise hazards. There are excessive heat or cold hazard, poor visibility hazard, biological or physical strain hazard, all combustible materials hazards such as methane, hydrogen, wood, fiber, plastic, and there are electrocution hazards, sir.
what are the main gases found in main gases toxic gases or you can say that mostly we measure these gases which are those gases
Okay, sir. These gases are LEL, lower explosive limit, hydrogen sulfide, and carbon monoxide, sir.
and what about oxygen
Sir, oxygen is not, sir, toxic gases, or
not a
sir,
toxic
it's
acid but it is a gas that we have to measure if it is less then problem if it is more then it would be also a big problem so
yes,
what is
sir.
the percentage for oxygen in a
So it
confined
should
space
be 19.5 to 23.5.
And what about carbon monoxide?
So carbon monoxide should be 20. Sorry, sir. Carbon monoxide should be 35 ppm. Hydrogen sulfide should be 0 ppm, but 10 ppm is acceptable, sir.
Okay, 10 ppm is acceptable, right?
Yes, sir.
It's not acceptable. 10 ppm, up to 10 ppm we can mainly not allowed to work. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. Also tell me about, what are the methods used regarding, removal of these toxic gases in a confined space?
Sir, removable materials. I don't know the remove materials, but we have to ventilate the area. I mean,
Method.
ventilation
I said
can.
method, not a material. Method. You're right. You're going right. No problem. Speak.
Sir, sir, we have to maintain gas station before the entry because gas hazards can make workers damages. So for hazards, for toxic hazards, we have to ventilate the area for good air quality. And if there is any, like claustrophobic things, we have to lock out. We have to use isolation. We have to lock
Okay,
out
can
and
you tell me
disconnect.
what are the documents checked while entering the confined space?
Yes, sir. The documents are log sheets, sir, and it's conducted with attendants and or watchmen.
Who is the person who shows this log sheet?
Yes, sir. He's attendance and he records workers' name, their time going in and out, and he is also responsible to evacuate workers from confined space for gas testing at least every 2 hours.
Okay, but
And he is also
he's not what you say. He's known as standby man or hole watcher.
all watcher, sir.
Hole watcher or standby man is a person who confirm the entry and exit of a person going inside the confined space, and also if an emergency comes, he would help him come out. Okay, so he's not that one that you are saying. He's a standby man or a hole watcher. Okay,
So it's not it attendance, sir.
sorry.
Is it not attendance, sir?
Attendance? No, we do not use this word here. We use as a standby man or a hole watcher.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, so there is another method while you discuss regarding the removing of toxic gases from the confined space. Do you know about that? Like X no ventilation, except for ventilation, there is another method. You know or not?
No, sir, I'm not. I don't know, so.
Core method भी होता है. ऐसे पूछो. Okay, so there is another method known as purging. Okay, in which high pressurized air is put inside the confined space, and the other toxic gases are removed. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
can are we allowed to work hot work activity inside the confined space?
Sir, if the oxygen level is high and there should not be occurred hot work activity, and if the allele is zero, there should not hot work activity.
Okay, can you tell me like what is UEL and
Sir, UEL is upper explosive limit.
or what is PEL?
PEL, sir.
Yes.
Sir, PEL is permissible exposure limit.
Okay, define it.
Sorry, sir, I don't know the definition, sir. I just only know the full form.
Okay, let me tell you. PEL is actually like the limited amount of time in which a worker up to 8 hours in a shift he can work in that toxic environment, toxic area. For example, in offshore or onshore, there are several toxic gases. So it is a limited amount of time in which the worker could work. So you can check the definition properly, but I'm just telling you.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Okay,
thank
this
you.
is the actually what is PL. That he can manage it. His body can, you know, his body and his health would not affect. He can work up to 8 hours in that environment. So it is permissible exposure limit. Okay, so tell me about hot work. Mostly, how much permit we do have, and what is hot work, cold work, and other.
So, sir, hot work is any kind of work which you use energized equipment or machinery, and if there is a chance of produce spark or fire, and this is called hot work. And on the other hand, if we don't use any energized equipment, or isn't there any chance of making fire or producing spark, then we can call it cold work. So hot works are welding, grinding, sandblasting, cutting by power tools,
And
and
what
cold
are
work is
other permit? Hot work, cold work, and there are other permits also used. What are those?
okay, sir. So there are hot work permit, cold work permit, confined space permit, equipment opening line break permit.
Hmm. And confined space permit? No, there is no confined space
Sir,
permit.
sir, I said that hot work permit, cold work permit, confined space permit, equipment opening line break permit.
Okay. There is also sometimes in other companies, in our company, we do have excavation permit as well. But mostly there are four permit in Aramco.
Yes, sir.
These are those. But we are working in Madin, so we do have excavation permit and other further permits as well. Okay.
Yes.
So who is the permit issuer?
Sir, permit issuer is who issues the permit, and he issues the permit before inspect the area.
Hmm.
I mean, before he inspect the area, if it's acceptable or appropriate, then he issue the permits.
Okay. What are the chemical, chemical storage area? What are the safety precaution you're gonna take regarding chemical storage area?
Okay, sir. I have to inspect for any damages or leakage before storing drums, cans in chemical storage. Chemical and their containers should be labeling correctly. And chemicals and their containers should be stored properly in well ventilated areas such as rack, cabinet. Then safety data sheet should be available for all the chemicals stored. Spill cleanup kits must be provided in the areas where chemicals are stored. Workers are prohibited from smoking in areas where flammable chemicals are stored. So there are fire extinguishers on site should not be expired. So all combustible materials should be removed or stored away from the chemical storage area. And we have two available PPE for handling chemicals or spills. These are the safety precautions of chemical storage.
So there is no eye wash.
Sorry, sir.
You did not mention an eye wash or a shower.
No, sir. I didn't mention that, sir.
So it is also a basic precaution, main precautions that we consider in a chemical area. That there should be eye wash and a shower, and also you did not mention regarding the any documentation of
Sir, I said, sir. I said safety data sheet should be available on the chemical
what should
store,
be
sir.
available.
Safety data sheet, material safety data sheet.
No, material. MSDS you are talking about, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, material. But that is not the thing that I'm asking you. We eating in a chemical storage area, we do have two major things. Okay, first of all, it is the chemical, hazard. HASCOM. HASCOM. Do you know what is HASCOM?
No, sir.
HASCOM is basically, in which these what you are talking about, that MSDS, it is basically a HASCOM. HASCOM should be present on the side. So it tells about the chemical and type of chemical, and what is the precautions regarding that chemical. Okay, so it is not the MSDS, it is HASCOM. HASCOM bulletin is also should be available on the chemical storage area. It means that HASCOM bulletin means that there is a tag written, like for example sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is written and there is a tag placed on, we put on front of that chemical to, so that if a person is using that chemical drum or something like that, he should know that it is a sulfuric acid. You
Yes,
understand
sir.
that? Because
Yes, sir.
they cannot smell it, they cannot touch it, the chemical. They should be labeled. So it is also
Yes,
important. Do remember that HASCOM should be available, and also uh, safety bulletin, chemical bulletin.
sir. No, sir. I'll note this, sir.
Okay, and eye wash and also shower. If there is eye
Shower.
wash, okay. Shower, sometimes there is shower should be placed also. But eye wash, if it is eye wash, okay, no problem. And eye wash,
Okay.
how minute of time it should be, working? Eye wash should work for how minutes?
No, sir. I don't know, sir.
It should work up to 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay, sir.
15 minutes of water storage should be included in, this eye wash, so that a person could easily wash his eye.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I'm telling you these, mostly these things. So do remember that, okay, and work also hard on that. You got it.
Okay.
You are a good, good in describing, but you do go too far. Be short, to the point. Speak to the point and to exact point. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Um,
ये पूछा ये
Sir, any recommendation on which part should I
स्पेशल
study more?
स्कैफोल्डिंग
types की.
नहीं स्पेशल स्कैफोल्डिंग क्या है और उनमें और एक चीज़ है कि सेफ्टी फील्ड क्यों चूज किया है हमारे कंपनी क्यों चूज करना चाहिए
नहीं, वो सही नहीं, वो तो शुरू में भी था. Okay. Yeah, what were you saying?
So I said any recommendation of which part should I study more, sir?
Which part? All of them. All of them. Don't leave a single page. Okay. Do you know about special scaffolding?
So I know what is this special scaffolding, sir.
Explain.
Sir, special scaffolding is any kind of scaffold which has special measures, unique design, or like any unique measurements that as a regular scaffolding cannot. It has specific tasks or unique tasks. So, for example, suspended scaffolding is special scaffolding. Cantilever scaffolding is special scaffolding. Trestle scaffolding is special scaffolding.
Hmm. What is suspension trauma?
So suspension trauma is life-threatening condition which is caused by hanging in harness prolonged, and it basically do the pulls goes down to the legs, and
How
it
many
causes
how many traumas are there?
how many trauma, sir?
How many suspension trauma are there?
So, no, sir, I don't know, sir.
There are actually two traumas, because what, you know the definition, okay, you know the definition, but you do not, consider it, make it the situation in your mind. You have to make it mind. If you are saying the person is hanging on the, you know full body harness, he must have two legs. The suspension trauma, on which he would stand, after that he would put in his two legs. So there will be two suspension trauma. Do you understand that?
Okay, sir.
हाँ
नहीं वो चीज अलग है सस्पेंशन ट्रामा इज इलनेस नहीं नहीं नहीं
हाँ
नहीं सस्पेंशन ट्रामा का डेफिनेशन ही अलग है
हम्म,
वो एक इलनेस होता है वो सही बात है
वो लैदा होता है ना
नहीं नहीं वो तो इक्विपमेंट है वो जो हम लगाते हैं ना
हाँ
वो इक्विपमेंट है
तो
वो
बॉडी
अलग है
हार्नेस के अलग वो नहीं होता। अच्छा
वो सस्पेंडेड ट्रामा अलग है
अच्छा
और सस्पेंशन ट्रामा एक इलनेस है
अच्छा
वो
वो इलनेस
इंसिडेंट
बता रहा
हाँ
है मैंने उसको सुना ही नहीं 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 उसने फुल बॉडी हार्नेस का बोला है क्या हो गया
हाँ
बताओ।
अगर देखो सस्पेंशन ट्रामा एक इलनेस है जैसा हम अगर कोई हैंग हो जाता है ना
हाँ
उसका
समझ
हाँ
गया वो
उसको बोला जाता है
ओके ओके नो प्रॉब्लम सो ऑल्सो टेल मी अबाउट क्या था आपने क्या पूछा हाँ व्हाई डू यू वांट टू स्टार्ट एज अ सेफ्टी ऑफिसर व्हाई डू यू सेलेक्ट दिस
यूज
फील्ड
केस
So, sir, I choose this safety because I found it interesting back in my country where people are suffering from accidents or injuries because of lacking safety. And safety is not only required in my country but also all over the countries. It helps
एंड
people to follow safe manners in the workplace, such as company space,
पावर टूल्स कैसे
scaffolding, excavation, hot and cold on, and so on.
रहता है
So I want to assist workers or personnel in work
पॉइंट्स
with
पे
full
हो गया
safety.
सारा
Besides, my father is a safety officer and he inspired me to choose safety department. That's why I choose safety.
okay how will you inspect power tools and hand tools mostly the power tools how will you inspect as a safety officer
Sir, I will inspect the power cables and the welding cable. I mean the power cables is not this defective. I will make sure that. Then I have to give a sir a dummy test, like a simple test, if the power tools is working correctly or not. If it corrects work properly, then I can allow it. Then
ये जो है ना
um,
GFCI और जो है ना
अच्छा ये इस्लाम का कज़न है कज़न है
किसका
जीएफसी का पूछा नहीं पता उसको
before using power tools, there must be
ट्रेडमैन
proper
नहीं वो
housekeeping
नहीं पूछा
because power tools makes lots
उसको
of
लॉक फ्री होना चाहिए
हाँ
you know.
okay regarding the power tools you have to inspect the wires and the condition first of all okay the way there should be no damage and the wire should be properly in a good condition no there are some damages sometimes it bends and the steel or you can say copper comes out it should not be like that and some of the power tools including the generator should be having third party certifications okay from the client as well and the third party certification from another company okay there are sometimes two certifications sometimes one okay so you need to confirm the date on that it is expired or not it is inspected from the proper you know organization or not a fake organization
ट्रेडमैन स्विच
and there is a deadman switch also used in mostly in grinders okay so that whenever there is an accident it automatically stops and you can stop it also so it is a
Yes,
safety
sir.
precaution used in a safety device used in the grinder
Yes, sir.
also GFCI what I asked you recently is also included in this power tools so do also study about that
Okay, sir. I will, sir.
yeah so and one more thing during the inspection when we do inspect we have to check the condition afterwards if it is okay we have to put a color code on that you did not mention that as well so if it is color coded it would be if a new machine comes at your side and it is color coded but having damages so you have to remove the color code
Okay,
if it
sir.
is okay you can continue with that okay
Yes, sir.
so
आइसोलेशन कुछ है आइसोलेशन टाइप ऑफ आइसोलेशन
एक तो वही भाई इतना उन्होंने भी नहीं पूछा कहाँ पूछ रहे हो सही कह रहा हूँ what is isolation do you know about that
Yes, sir. I do, sir. So, sir,
इसकी मतलब ये ट्रेड
isolation in confined space, sir.
ये सीखने के लिए है ना type of isolation.
Type of isolation. What are the type of isolation?
Well, sir, there are types of isolation is double block and bleed, lockout and tag out, de-energization electrical equipment, and these are the type of isolation methods, sir.
Mechanical isolation and electrical isolation, right? So yeah, the interviewer would ask that which isolation you would follow when you enter in a confined space. So yeah, you would answer like, yeah, sir, I will check the condition if it is uh, as per the condition. If in confined space, if we work electrical, then we will use electrical isolation like log out, tag out. Okay.
Okay,
And
sir.
if we have mechanical activity like piping, cutting, grinding, or something like that, so we will use mechanical isolation like as you mentioned that a double bleed, okay, and block. So yeah, these things and coffee. Okay, and regarding uh, you have good grade about everything, and you should speak up. Okay, you should speak up. Your voice, like his voice, is very slow. Okay, you should speak up. This is one thing, very important, and your sound should be clear. Okay, communication skill. Your accent is okay. It's good, but you have to speak up
Okay, sir.
and like energized. Okay, so this is second thing, and if the interviewer asks anything, any question, you have to make a scenario. You have to give a lecture. Okay. For example, regarding excavation, confined space, and scaffolding, you give like a lecture. Don't worry about anything. Yeah, sometimes even you don't know some. Yeah, directly you can answer, sir. Yeah, this thing I don't know, but I will improve myself. Okay. Yeah, if someone asks me what is the safety requirement for excavation, so you have to make a scenario and make a story about it. Sir, I will visit the site with surveyor, geotechnical, safety team. We will visit the site and we'll identify potential hazard, and the surveyor one who mark the area, the surveyor he will mark the area, and then we will only take permit for site preparation. After the site preparation, we will bring our equipment, we will check the equipment should have third party certificate, client certificate, and operator also should be certified. They have license, TUB, everything is, if okay, then I will recommend a WPR, work permit receiver, to open a permit for excavation. So before excavation, we have to make sure the barricade. If the excavation near the road, we will use hard barricade, or there are three type of barricade. There are many type of barricade like soft barricade, hard barricade, precast concrete, and also one thing you should mention that sir, if the excavation near the road, then I will make a border with soil, like soil spill, so it will prevent accident. Okay, so these
Okay,
things,
sir.
and regarding for example, at the same time, at the same place working two equipment, what you will do, you should make a separate barricade for each equipment, and also you will assign a standby man only for monitoring the activity, and no one cross the barricade, no one unauthorized person cannot enter the barricade. So the standby man, he should make sure that unauthorized person cannot enter the barricade. And yeah, also the standby man, he should stand uh, out of the barricade, not inside the barricade. Okay. And
Okay,
these things, and yeah, it's okay. Have you heard about CSM, construction safety manual?
no, sir.
Yeah, CSM construction safety manual. It's provided by Aramco. It is the Aramco standard, you can say. So yeah, as Mr. Umesh Shah he mentioned, uh, CSM. So CSM. This is very difficult to find out that chapter. Okay, that's why I think your father already sent to you the some part of the CSM like scaffolding and excavation, right?
Yes, sir.
Two notes. So yeah, this is the part of CSM. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
you must read CSM. Okay,
Okay, sir.
you will find many things, many good things in CSM. And regarding scaffolding, you know, also there is some trick to read that scaffolding note. First you have to understand the drawing from 53 pages. I will send you the note. No problem. Your father will send you the notes of it. There is some trick to read CSM. So if you hold any book, you just start from beginning. But CSM, this is very difficult to identify the chapter and pages. So first, if you want to read about scaffolding, first you have to start from 53 pages, not from page number one. If you understand
Okay.
the 53 pages, from 53 pages, I think 53 to 90 or 91 pages. So first you have to understand the drawing, scaffolding drawing. If you understand the scaffolding drawing, then come to page number one and read the definition, all these things. Yeah, these things, and yeah, everything is okay. You have to speak up. Yeah, this thing I observed, and it's okay.
Okay, sir.
Other than that, everything is fine, no problem.
Okay,
And
sir. Thank you, sir.
yeah, I will share this video. Okay, our conversation on YouTube. You can check. Okay. Also,
Okay.
yeah, last interview with what was his name? Saiful.
Saifur Rahman.
Uh, did you watch his video?
Yes, sir. I do, sir.
Okay, well, so you can get some idea from him as well.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for joining our interview. Let's
Thank you,
prepare
sir.
and I will take interview some days after. When you will come here, Saudi?
Sir, 4 or 5. I mean, the next month. In the next month.
Okay, when you will arrive in Jubail or Turaif?
Jubal, sir.
Jubail. It's okay. Okay, see you later. No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.